Welcome back to the Shrimp Ride Men contest. You've been selected this week's winner. Username. I can't read this. You've lost. Welcome back, everybody. It's a rodeo this week, baby.
Does that mean we're all talking in like redneck accents the whole time?
Well, apparently not now. I feel stupid. Let's start.
The fucking exaggerated redneck voice.
Pick a color of dice.
A color?
Yeah.
Red.
Red
Silver.
He's got that many dice.
Purple.
Red.
Yeah, orange.
Purple.
Fucking pick one, you son of a bitch.
Purple.
Poi-pole.
Let's go with red.
Okay, you want transparent red or solid
let's
red?
do green transparent. I didn't know we had the option for
You got a doo-doo brown?
I do.
I picked that one.
Can we get the transparent doo-doo brown, please?
I don't have transparent doo-doo brown.
Well,
I have like coffee,
you said.
and then I have like dark brown.
So
You got
green. It is.
You got a nice turquoise.
So which one did you pick?
Purple.
Transparent green.
Just to update the viewers on what's going on, Weldon has stolen Ryan's die. He's going to be doing our die rolling for the night.
Crap! I gotta fix that.
Dylan, edit that in.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm not doing that. I've already given to you.
I
I was going to, but nope.
Are you doing a D20?
No, I'm doing a D10.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Give it up.
All right. Roll that die.
4.
4. Okay. An idiom that you never got until you were older. So.
All right, I've got a good one.
Oh, please start us off.
All right. So my dad has always had this shirt, and
Yeehaw, man!
it's got like an old man squirrel on it with like glasses and like a cane, and it says, "A blind squirrel gets a nut twice a day." And I never fucking got it until like this past year. But now I say it all the fucking time at work.
The end.
You guys get the idiom?
I mean, I understand that a broken clock is right twice a day. I don't understand how a blind squirrel gets a nut twice a day.
Because he has 2 testicles.
He's trying to find like regular nuts, but he just finds his nuts.
Twice a day?
He finds one nut once and the other nut the other time.
Look, if I was blind, I'd know where my nuts were at all times.
That shirt's too confusing. Tell him to throw that away.
I've worn it a few times. I think it's kind of cool.
You just fucking kick in your fucking work door and you're just like, hey, check it out.
As soon as you got it.
Everybody starts slow clapping.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Ryan, you've done it. You wore your father's shirt.
So one of mine would actually be that knowledge is power. For some reason, when I was a kid, I used to hear that a lot, and I never fucking understood it until...
Are you retarded?
Whoa. I've
Knowledge
not been tested.
is retarded.
But I never really like understood why you would say knowledge is power until several years ago, where I was like, oh shit, the smarter you are, the better off you'll be. So yeah, I didn't have much knowledge.
You were like, Brian's the worst Power Ranger. What the hell?
Knowledge.
See you next week.
Dylan, do you have one?
I mean, You saying that reminded me of Ignorance is Bliss. I didn't really understand that for a long time.
That's a good one,
But
too.
now that I know how fucked up the world is, stop watching this podcast and go do something, please.
If ignorance is bliss, that means you wouldn't want to do anything.
Don't do anything. Don't listen to this. Shut your computer down.
Stop learning.
Close the door.
That actually like counteracts mine. Knowledge is power, but ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Would you rather have power or happiness?
Money.
Happiness.
Penis.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait.
Happiness. What?
Nothing?
Alden, do you have one?
I can't think of any that I don't remember. Because I obviously don't remember the ones I don't know.
Alden's always been all-knowing.
No, not all knowing, but
He's
I don't
fucking...
remember.
Wilton's always been forgetful.
Walden's
So-
fucking Megamind.
The picture... I was going to say, the picture that we use as our background doesn't do him justice. He actually looks like fucking Cortex.
Yes.
Big-ass fucking head.
He's good at everything but game design.
Sadly, that's the one venture he decided to take up in life.
Alright. That didn't take long. So roll that die.
6.
6. Scariest movie.
Oh yeah! Come on.
Scariest movie you've ever seen.
Anybody?
I don't
No?
know.
It's
Go
like-
ahead.
I don't think I've ever seen a scary movie.
Mine would have to be the Leprechaun.
Why?
Well, so back when our mother used to live in Wilkesboro, she used to have a trailer down there, and I watched that movie one night by myself in the living room. And I don't watch scary movies at all, so it was really freaking me out. And a mouse ran across the floor, and I nearly shit my pants.
What part scared you the most?
The fact that he was so short. His height was alarmingly low.
I like the part where kills
Oh,
that guy by jumping on him with a pogo stick.
That might have been the second one. I don't remember that.
It might have been. There were a few.
All equally scary, let me tell you.
oh,
You'll never get me gold.
oh my god.
That is a pretty scary movie.
From what I understand, yes. And let me tell you, I don't understand a lot.
Ignorance is bliss.
That is correct.
Bada boom.
Oh man.
We can cut it there.
Yeah,
That's probably the funniest thing we'll have all night.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode.
Okay. Holy shit. I had to take my glasses off because I was crying right there.
Oh fuck.
Okay. I
I
think
thought what's the movie where he's a writer and he finds the tapes in his attic and he starts watching them and they're all of
Sinister.
yes.
I would definitely say that's my like scariest movie that I've ever seen.
Like
Yeah,
I watched it with my
VHS.
mom one night. It was a while back when it like oh my god.
Stop laughing at me!
But it was like when it first came out, and I've always watched scary movies with my stuff, so I don't know. Like there wasn't a lot that would scare me, like horror movie wise, but that was like the first movie in a really long time that actually like freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah. I was the same. Like we were at Do I dox him?
Docs.
All right. It wasn't Boopbert. It wasn't Boopbert. It was Boopker. It was Boopkers.
Okay.
Boop Scar.
Boop Scar. We were at his house, and his brother had just gotten like some time off, and he was hanging out with us. And they went to Redbox and rented a bunch of DVDs, and they brought home that movie. And I remember Oscar fell asleep. Oscar falls asleep at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon if you don't watch him.
Damn, just dox him.
Oh shit! I mean, Boopsker falls asleep at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon if you don't watch him. So he fell asleep, and then his brother and me stayed up and watched it. And like, I don't know, like something about how like the little kids are being controlled, and they put their parents through fucked up situations. And
Yeah,
tell them
it was
shit,
just
like,
really, I don't know. Like, if I went back and watch it, I'd be like, oh, this isn't that bad.
yeah, but it fucking it did it to me the first time I watched it.
Was his brother scared?
His brother didn't like it at all. He doesn't like scary movies. So he was like, oh fuck, I don't want to watch this, but like he couldn't fucking stop watching it. So
yeah.
That's not, oddly enough, the only movie I've ever turned off because I didn't want to watch it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one they remade like in the early 2000s.
Okay,
And Weekend at Bernie's.
Whenever he fucking cuts the main girl's leg off or something, and then he fucking takes her into the basement and shoves ice salt in her wounds. Like, I couldn't take that.
The original is actually really fucked up.
I remember watching
Like,
the
the first time
original
I watched it, I was like I was almost questioning, like, is this really like me?
Is this okay to show?
Wasn't
Did
that
this really not happen? Because I don't know, it just seems so realistic. Everybody's reactions.
didn't in those movies? Didn't it say based on a true story, even though it wasn't?
It was like really fucking far fetched. Like, there was a guy who like maybe it killed someone with a chainsaw one time or something like that, but they really like
Blew it out of proportion.
yeah.
Oh, must have been Mustard Biscuit.
Yeah, it was probably mustard biscuit. Hang on, I gotta change my mic battery.
Weldon, what's yours?
I think the scariest movie I ever saw was probably when I was little, because they don't really do anything for me now. I haven't watched a good horror movie in a while.
Yeah,
It's all just a bunch of jump scare stuff, which isn't really scary.
right.
But I watched, I think is it The Ring, where the girl comes out of the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Is it the ring? Yeah, it is.
No. Well, yeah.
I was thinking The Grudge.
I know. I was too.
No, it's The Ring.
But I was watching that, and my cousin fucked with me whenever, like, after she started calling on the TV, she was behind the couch or something. I don't exactly remember, but she started fucking with me and scared me, and I ran out of that house because I was at my friend's house and ran all the way home. And was like,
Man, if I could have saw that.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen you run.
You ever
I
saw
ran
it
for that
blow up?
Wilmer nest.
Oh fuck!
But speaking of fucked up movies, did you guys ever watch Human Centipede 2?
Shrek.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
She squishes that baby's head in.
Yeah,
I haven't
he
seen it.
stomps it.
I remember the first one coming out, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I need to watch this! Like, this shit looks fucking weird as shit. Like, I'm drawn in. I got to see what happens." I watched it, and I was like, what?"
Wait a
And then-
minute.
And then the second one, I remember getting it and fucking watching it, and I didn't care for it that much. Like, since the
Those
original
movies are
Doctor,
only based off like shock factor,
yeah,
kind of like the Saw movies.
yeah. Which, so I do have like a small place in my heart for the Saw movies because of how like in depth the story goes.
I
really
mean,
like the Saw movies.
the first two were okay, and then I think it got ridiculous.
Well, like the story goes like back and forth and all over the place, and like me and Carla sat down and watched them, and like it was really fucking cool. Like how
Those are like hard for me to watch.
Well, like some of the timeline, like some of them happen immediately after each other, and then there's some that are like
Yeah.
years apart from each other. So it's like
I just mean
it's
like
really crazy.
some of the traps are like, I don't know. I can't stand like watching people tortured and shit. It makes
one
me
where that,
cringe, and I'm like, "Argh!"
The guy was chained up in the classroom with like the hook or the hoops through his hands, his feet, and his jaw.
Yes.
That one made me flinch at it.
When the first one came out, though, that was really fucking.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that one was like super groundbreaking because of like how big the twist was at the end.
Yeah.
And
Like-
honestly, like they
Even
kept
thinking back to it. Like, we could probably rewatch it and be like, okay, this is good.
like the twists keep happening too throughout the story. Like there's several of them that at the end, like it's just holy fuck, like it was right there the whole time. Like we saw
Yeah,
it
but
happen.
That's kind of why, like, I don't know. That's kind of why I don't like them. Almost becomes like a cliche.
Yeah, I can see
Like-
that. That's
Oh my god, he was in.
It
That
was
guy
Booper the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
like Prison Break, the TV show, got to be like that too. Like where you would watch it and the whole season would be just almost considered moot because of the last episode. Like something crazy would happen and it would fucking render the whole fucking season completely pointless. And like I hated eventually how it got to be so like pointless to watch, honestly. Like it got to the point where after the third season, like it was a hassle to even get Carla to watch the fourth season with me. And then after the fourth season came out, they did a web series for a fifth season, and she won't even touch that. She's like, I don't want to fucking see that, because it just like they always like kill somebody off and then they bring them back. Like, oh, actually, this is what happened. You know, like stupid shit. So
Right.
kind of goes hand in hand. All right, Weldon, hit that die up. Don't roll a 4 or a 6.
8.
8. Funniest thing at a grocery store.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
What's the funniest thing you've ever seen at a grocery store?
I don't know, dude. Really got to think about this one.
So, I don't have to think too hard.
All right.
Me and my dad, this was shortly after my parents got divorced. I don't remember where Dylan was. He may have even been with us. But me and my
We're
dad
watching
were at,
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
me and my dad were standing there at the checkout line at Food Lion, and we were just waiting for him to pay. And this lady, it's crowded as shit. And this lady starts to walk through the crowd, and Daddy just like nudges me, and he looks at this lady, and he's like, "Hey, you ever seen a lady go bald?" And I look over, and this lady's like lost all of her hair, and she's just walking around like with like Homer Simpson style sprigs in her hair. And I was like, "Holy shit!" And that fucking shit got me so bad. And ever since that point, like me and my dad have kind of played jokes with each other. Like we've actually, like that almost is what built a bond between me and my dad to joke around with each other.
Yeah.
Because he just fucking nudges me and he's like, "Hey, you ever seen the lady go bald?"
He's like,
"Oh fuck."
hey, look at that fucking freak.
Pretty much.
God. Okay, you said the Homer Simpson sprigs. That is really.
I really felt that.
Yeah, that hit me deep.
I really want to watch The Simpsons.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I've like read a lot of stuff, and people say like it dies off a lot.
Well, I'm sure it has like a few dead spots in it. Like considering that it's been
they said,
going
like,
for 30 years.
What I said or what I read was like something like super early on, like season like 4 was like its high point or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Well, I have the first 5 seasons on DVD,
Yeah.
and I've just never sat down and watched them. But I really should, because I mean, I think the show as a show is actually really fun. The premise of the show is really funny.
Right.
But I've just never actually sat down and watched them.
I can't think of anything super funny in a grocery store.
I didn't think it was funny at the time, but thinking back on it, it was pretty funny. But I was with my grandma when I was like 3 or 4 at a grocery store.
How the fuck do you remember that?
And we were checking out, and there was a black lady
Oh
who
god.
was talking to my grandma, and she was like, "Oh, what a cute little girl," talking about me. And I slapped her, and I was like, "I'm not a girl."
Oh fuck!
Cut to these ads, hurry!
Oh man.
Used to get called a girl all the time.
Yeah, well, you also had the hair that was like a foot long or more for a long time after you were a child. I don't.
When I was in high school, I used to get called a girl a lot. Not by anybody in my high school, mainly from my grandpa.
You look like a girl.
He'd just be like, "When you gonna cut that hair, boy?"
Yeah.
I'll cut it when it stops being cool, Grandpa. Thanks.
And they're like, "Grandpa, I'm just a long-haired country boy. Leave me alone."
That fucking scene, that scene from Bad Grandpa, whenever that fucking guy starts to fight Johnny Knoxville, and he's like, "That long hair don't cover that redneck, boy."
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn, that gets me every time.
That's
That
pretty
shit's
good.
fucking hilarious.
I want to go back and watch Jackass.
I actually have, I think, the first 3, if you want to borrow.
First 3 seasons? Or the movies?
The movies, sorry.
I want
Yeah.
to watch the show.
Yeah, the show. Dude, you should really, you should Google CKY.
Yeah, CKY is pretty good.
Camp Kill Yourself. Dude, I remember I was like a freshman in high school, and I got introduced to CKY through a friend at the time. And he was like, "Dude, you gotta watch this DVD." And he was like, "At this exact time, at this exact frame, if you pause it and then you hit these buttons on your DVD remote, it'll take you to some secret menu, and you'll get to watch these live scenes and stuff like this." And I was like, "Cool, dude, show me." And he's like, "No, I can't do it."
Did it work?
No, it was just him fucking with me, because the scene that we were watching that initiated the conversation was the scene whenever fucking Bam and I think Rab fucking crash a car into a tree on purpose. And this just randomly, for one fucking frame, this girl in a thong pops up on the screen. And he was like, "Dude, if you pause at that exact frame and you hit this button combination, it'll take you to some secret menu." And I was like, "Dude, let's do it." And he's like, "I can't do it." I was like, "Okay." And he was just fucking with me the whole time.
That's pretty good.
But CKY is fucking hilarious. They have that fucking scene where George Carlin, he's doing stand-up, and he's like, "Have you ever seen a grown man shit himself?" And immediately it switches to Rab himself in a fucking jock strap. And he's like, "I'm gonna shit myself running at full speed." And he just fucking takes off, and he shits all over himself. That shit was fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious.
They had the fucking 70 miles an hour shit. They're just driving down the highway, and Rab sticks his ass out the window and shits all over the highway.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That shit. CKY was, in my opinion, it was funnier, but it was because it was just completely uncut.
Yeah.
It was literally what Bam wanted to put, not MTV
Yeah.
bullshit. But
I might watch some of that tonight.
yeah. Anyways, Dylan, grocery store.
I don't know. Our grandmother doesn't know that my dad has tattoos, but after I got my fucking upper arm done, I was wearing a tank top in Food Line, and I ran into our grandmother, and she was like, "What's on your arm?" I was like, "Arr." That's about it.
This girl I'm really into drew all over my arm, and I thought I'd keep it.
Those are tattoos, dumbass. And I beat the shit out of her.
Damn.
Whoa, dude. That would be
Grandma.
pretty funny.
Next.
Ryan, you don't have anything.
No, I can't think of it.
And you said you liked this topic.
That's a good topic.
Okay.
For anyone but him.
Weldon, spin that shit.
7.
What jobs are underpaid/overpaid?
My job.
I figured somebody would fucking say it.
I think janitors are underpaid.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Teachers are underpaid.
Yeah.
Another good one. I think teachers should be fucking paid a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Nah, bro, you're just a babysitter.
Babysitters are underpaid.
Good point.
They make some pretty decent money.
Don't go against me. Not on the podcast.
Don't do this. You're ruining my credibility.
What's overpaid?
YouTubers.
I was gonna say something like that, but I don't know. YouTube's weird because if you create content that lots of people want to watch, then
You should be paid for that.
yeah, you should be compensated. But
I
I don't
mean,
know. I think teachers are overpaid.
Actors,
Oh.
maybe.
I think janitors are overpaid.
Sports players.
Yeah, sports players are overpaid.
I was listening to the radio the other night, and they were talking about how this college kid he's going to be out for the rest of the season, but because of his injuries and the insurance plan that he carried on himself through the school, because technically he's an unpaid player at the college level, the insurance that he has through the school is going to pay him $8 million because he can't play
Fuck.
for the rest of the season. Some shit along those lines. I don't know the exact story, but somebody's going to get $8 million because they can't finish their season. And I was like, what? Like,
I'd fucking sit on the bench for $8 million.
hell yeah. I'd join the basketball team and fucking go out there and break a hip or break a finger or something. Fuck that.
I'd fuck a cactus for $8 million.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Saw a picture and it was like, for $3 million. Like, you could get $3 million, but you could never drink or drugs ever.
I could probably do that.
I don't know. I really like drinking.
I don't drink that often, and I don't really do drugs that often.
I do, I drink Dos Equis. Sponsored.
Now, I think it was Vitamin Water was doing something where if you could do without technology for a whole year, they would pay you $100,000. That's interesting. Like, you can't have you can't have a cell phone. You can't use internet. You can't use like public internet. You have to go without technology in the sense of the internet for a whole year.
That really fucking set you back.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, I feel like I could do it for a while, but it would really fucking start to eat away at me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I live on the internet, basically, so.
There's so much shit you would miss and never even know happened. Because of how fast things happen and get thrown away.
Yeah.
You would never have known that Nike, or people burn Nike socks.
Wait, people burn Nike socks?
Exactly.
Oh, Nike sauce. Like
Oh,
Nike flavored condiment you put on your food.
Nike's has a sauce?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
It's just the Insanity wing sauce, but it's got a little bit more lime juice in it to give it that Nike zest.
Makes you shit twice as fast.
Oh, my stomach's acting up just thinking about it.
Okay. Roll that die.
Hey, I shit myself at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, do we want to go there? 4? I think we've already done that.
We've already done 4. Change it.
7?
Change it.
Why don't you
8?
go down to like a
Change it.
D5?
1?
I mean 6.
1. Trade
Sorry,
places,
can't hear you over the fact that we rolled a 1.
Trade places with one person. Who and why?
Probably Martin Shkreli. Just so I could hear that Wu-Tang album. Even though I would be in jail at the moment. I want to hear that Wu-Tang album.
Pretty sure I read something that said the bank might be like taking that from him.
Oh, they already did.
Yeah,
They seized that.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Who would I want to be?
I'd want to be a leprechaun.
Uh,
And all I would do is hang out at my dad's house.
Dylan shudders. Oh, why have you said this?
If I could trade places with one person, I'd trade places with the leprechaun and follow Dylan around all day.
Ah! Dylan poops his pants.
What?
Oh.
I don't know if I even have like a specific person,
PewDiePie.
but I would
I
maybe
wanna
want to
be-
like
Poopy
I would-
pie.
I want to switch places with somebody that like has like a really interesting day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that in the grand scheme of things it becomes very mundane to do most things over and over and over, but like a talk show host, I think it would be fucking cool to sit down and interview people like on a daily basis. That would be fucking cool.
It would be cool.
Being
Like-
a crime scene, investigator would be pretty cool.
A what?
Crime scene investigator, like first to the scene, a crime.
Maybe you'd see a lot of dead people.
That'd be cool, bro.
All right, I'm glad you're okay with it. Like, I mean, he's a YouTuber, but Casey Neistat lives a really interesting life. Like the fact that he travels for his company a lot and does all these like talks and shit. Like he gets in front of people and talks about like how to get started on doing something that you love and things like that. I think that would be cool to visit those places and talk to like random groups of people.
How to get laid.
Joe Rogan would be a cool one to switch with because of
His podcast is better than ours.
because he can basically get anybody on his podcast and talk to them. That would be fucking
About
cool.
DMT.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't really do drugs all that often. Flashback to that, Craig.
Craig, edit that in. I don't know, just people like that, like people that have an interesting life as it is.
That would be cool. I'd want
Bob
to trade
Saget.
places with Geddy Lee.
What?
Any particular reason?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Just
He's
failed
just neat.
to answer that why section to that question.
Like his hair.
Okay, that's good enough. Dylan? Oh, you already said your African American friend.
What?
All right.
Martin
Black.
Shkreli?
Black or African American villagers.
What?
This Dylan's fucking YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
What?
Shout out to my
Okay.
brother
Alright, I see what you're doing.
who made a video. You can look it up. It's bracket 1.9 bracket new villager models.
Check me out.
Incriminating.
All right, Weldon, hit us up with another roll.
Two, yeah.
Okay, what is the one song that you can't stand to hear?
Africa.
Really?
What is the one song you wish you could throat sing?
Africa.
Africa.
Is it any version any version of Africa or just the Toto version?
I just fucking, that's one of those songs that got like a revival and everybody fucking played it and they're like, oh, this song's so fucking good. And just play it over and over again.
I remember.
Like, okay, it's a meme now. Ha ha ha, you can stop.
It's probably been like 2 years ago, back when I was like really fucking deep in streaming. Grand Pooh Bear used to be like a joke on his channel, where he would say that's one of like the greatest songs ever written. And this was back before like it got a huge revival. And everybody was like, oh my god, like you gotta play like Africa. Like he would play it sometimes on his stream to like help motivate him get through like these parts of levels in Mario and shit. And it was always like a big joke.
Yeah.
And then like as soon as it started to blow up, he was like, hell yeah, guys, look, I'm telling you, this song's getting credit for what it's good for. And then like as soon as it like peaked, he was like, okay, I don't want to really talk about it anymore. Like it's a good song, but it's a little overplayed. So, and then fucking Weezer did their fucking album.
Yeah.
And it's fucking carrying it even further. Like I feel like it almost died until Weezer brought it back again.
Yeah.
Mine is
sucks.
Mine is personally Sweet Home Alabama. I cannot stand to hear that song.
It's alright.
Well, it was the fact that in high school, if you didn't know how to play Sweet Home Alabama on the guitar, then you weren't a real guitar player.
There's some real built-up tension here.
And that was fucking retarded because the song is not even like a technically difficult song.
It's not even good.
So it really fucking pissed me off back in the day whenever everybody was like, oh, Sweet Home Alabama, if you can't play that song, you suck. I still suck to this day at playing guitar, apparently. So
you never learned how to play it.
No, and every time it comes on the radio, I
suck.
change it. Thanks.
I get it though. It's kind of like a Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Who the hell listens to that song on a regular basis?
It's a pretty popular song.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like people know it, but I don't hear people like listening to that song a lot. I don't know. You're probably right. I'm stupid.
You suck.
Oh. Thanks for watching the last episode of this podcast.
Walden doesn't listen to music, so he can't answer this question, I don't guess.
Listens to music.
Apart from all those songs that have guitar where you can hear them going up and down the neck of the guitar. All of those.
Walden can't fucking stand the sound of calluses on a guitar, like
Can't.
string.
We Are the Champions was played every day, every morning at my middle school. Sometimes it'd be played at the end of the day.
Yo, kids, get a load of this! Bim, 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 bim.
What?
I was trying to make that sound come through my mic, but it's so quiet.
You just hear Weldon get angry, like tips his desk over.
Wait, is that the sound you hate?
Yeah, he hates whenever like calluses slide across the strings. Yeah, that one. He will literally change the song off the radio if he hears it.
I can't stand it.
It's like fingernails across the chalkboard for him.
Uh-huh. It's like meat mark for you guys. Or
I don't
it's
mind
like
that.
R. You remember that?
It's like,
What?
what?
R for reload. Oh, shit.
God. Ah, fuck, I dropped my reload. I dropped my mag.
Dance, water, dance.
Dylan?
I've been invested in this conversation, but for the life of me, I don't remember the question.
Stand to hear.
The song that I don't like.
Yeah, can't stand to hear.
Most radio music, honestly. Like, I feel like the radio plays fucking songs so much, and they fucking, like, if anything becomes popular, they're running into the ground. Like, I can't stand listening to the radio.
Gomez and Ariana Grande.
Yeah, those two specifically are
And
just
Drake.
horrible.
Well, that's why I don't listen to the radio. Like, I can listen to Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande at my own pace, and it doesn't ruin it for me. But if I listen to it on the radio, it's like, whoa! No, you heard it 30 minutes ago, but viewer request, it's back, baby!
Yeah.
Like, that shit's so annoying.
I like people who
40 is
run
just
a
the
radio
worst.
have to listen to it so they know when it's over.
Roll that die!
3.
Most embarrassing thing you've ever done.
One time, my friend shit his pants at a Buffalo Wild Wing.
That was really embarrassing for me.
I was mortified.
That's probably mine.
Oh, here's my friend.
All right, let's hear the story from your point of view.
We've already talked about
It
this.
was a normal Sunday evening. I have no idea.
Eat hot wings. Try to fart. Piss out ass.
Uh-oh,
Shit
not
on-
JPEG.
Uh-oh, done JPEG. Shit on sidewalk. Friends laugh. Go to
Bathroom.
Cry.
Cry.
Ride home.
Right home commando.
I always want to hear the story of
Friends say, "Don't touch me with shit hands."
I always wanted to hear the story of whoever shit at Boop Enzi's house that one time.
Oh, I think we talked about that before too.
I don't remember that.
All right. I'll bite.
Give it to us.
So one time, all right, I'm just gonna discuss all these fuckers.
Oh shit.
So, me and Mackenzie used to skate with the named Miguel and Donovan, and one weekend, Mackenzie.
I don't think
was
first names are really an issue.
Like, yeah, whatever.
All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Shut the fuck up. This is my story, bro. But Mackenzie was like hanging out with his friend or something. We didn't. And I think we were skating in Yadkinville. Ah, fuck. I mean, the Wolverhamptons. So we were close to Mackenzie's house, and Miguel was like, "Ah, fuck, dude, I really got a shit." And me and Donovan, "Oh my god, dude, we'll both give you $5 if you go by Mackenzie's house and shit on." And Miguel was like, "Okay." So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we like park up the road, and Miguel runs up to Mackenzie's fucking little way, drops his pants, and just lays this massive fucking pile of shit. And then we're like, in our asses. We go home, and the next morning we get woken up by Mackenzie blowing up our phones, and we're like, "Oh shit, he knows! Oh!" And we're like, "Miguel, talk to him." Miguel's like, "What's up, dude?" And he's like, "Did you fucking shit on my sidewalk?" And Miguel's like, "No, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "My fucking mom woke me up this morning and said there was human shit outside." And he's like, "I want to know who it is." Like, he was so pissed off, so we finally told him it was Miguel, and he made Miguel come and like shovel it off his sidewalk, spray it off.
Sick.
So, what's your guys' most embarrassing stories?
Ooh.
Dylan?
I don't know.
No, I know Dylan's.
Oh, please tell me what it is. I can't think of anything.
Take me back. 6th grade.
That's the fucking. That's the thought
Thanks.
bubble popping up.
Thanks, Craig, for editing that in.
We were in 6th grade.
Oh,
We were doing the presidential fitness test. And it was everybody in the fucking gym. And we got partners. And everybody was doing sit-ups. And I got paired up with
I remember this now.
I got paired up with fucking Dylan.
Oh, damn. You sound like that's a bad thing.
And I had to hold Dylan's legs while he did sit-ups. And the teacher was like, alright, 3, 2, 1, go. And Dylan's instantly just like, it's like, he probably knocks like 5 sit-ups out, and then he's just like, fucking shits himself. And I'm like, I'm dying laughing, and Dylan's just like straight face, like nothing's even going on. Like, I gotta get these knocks out. And like the people around us were laughing. And Dylan's just pumping them out like.
Oh, fuck.
So in retrospect, I don't know if he was embarrassed, but
Honestly, from my perspective, I don't remember fucking. I thought it was quiet, I guess, so I didn't think anybody heard. So I'm pretty sure from my end, I was just kind of like, I'm just going to keep going like nothing happened.
Oh.
man.
Holy shit.
Oh
That's
man.
fucking awesome.
No, it's not.
If I had a time machine, that would probably be a moment I would visit.
Oh man.
Dylan, do you remember in the locker room, we would like throw people in that fucking cage and make them fucking wrestle each other?
Not really.
Remember like the big gym at our elementary school, Ryan?
Yeah.
And the locker rooms in there?
Uh-huh.
And there was that one like little like closet place that you were supposed to throw your bags and shit in, and it had like the chain gate on it.
Yeah.
We would like fucking throw 2 people in there like the goddamn Thunderdome and make them like wrestle to the death. Like 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
The only like big memory that I have from that fucking locker room is one time Bert was trying to shower, and he was like doing it full nude, and everybody in their fucking like, oh my god, look at Bert, he's in there fucking showering naked.
Yeah.
And everybody fucking kept giving him shit, and I remember like people were trying to like fuck with him, like they were trying to take his washcloth or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they were giving him a hard time. And I remember going and fucking telling Coach, I was like, hey, like Gilbert's in there, or Bert's in there, like fucking minding his own business, and these fuckers are messing with him. And he was like, okay. And he walks in there with his chapstick, coughs, and fucking tells everybody to get the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
That was like the biggest thing. But I remember,
Well,
I remember the kids that were like 2 grades up, or at least 1 grade up from us, would take, like, they would bring soap in, and they would fucking spray it all over the part with the showers.
Yeah.
And they'd bring their swimming trunks in, and they'd fucking like jump down on the floor and slide from one side to the other.
Oh,
Like
shit.
fucking retarded people, they'd fucking slide all the way from one side. I was like, fuck that. Like, imagine your nipple getting caught in the tile or something. Like, no thanks. I was that
Fucking,
kid.
in high school, these there were like two guys trying to shower, but they brought swimming trunks to shower in.
Huh.
And our fucking gym teacher busted in, and he like was like just looking around. He looked in the shower and saw them in their swimming trunks, and he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with y'all?" He's like, "We all got fucking dicks. No one gives a shit."
He was probably just there to see their dicks. That's all it was.
Maybe.
Dude, I remember the locker rooms at the high school were fucking huge. Like, they were way bigger than I expected them to be. Like, they had that one fucking section, and then there was like a shower in between another fucking section. Like, they were fucking ginormous, but...
Half of my field maintenance class, we play ping pong in there.
In the
Fuck
shower
yeah.
rooms?
And just
Is that what they call it these days? Sorry, you set yourself up for that one.
He's done.
He hasn't said anything. Weldon, I'm sorry.
Weldon, is that your most embarrassing moment?
that right there? Yeah.
I got caught playing ping pong.
What's yours? What's your most embarrassing moment, Weldon?
I don't know.
No, that tone of voice tells me that you know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Alright, I know you have one.
What?
What's yours?
Oh, so probably the earliest one that I can remember was when me and Pooper actually met each other. We met each other at this thing called after school, where you would come and hang out at the school until your parents got off work and could come pick you up. So me and Pooper were hanging out, and at the old elementary school that we were at, this was in second grade, there was an art building that was detached from most of the other school, and it had its own bathroom and all that good stuff. And me and him were hanging out in there, just doing whatever, and I was like, dude, I gotta use the bathroom. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna start, like, doing whatever we plan on doing. And I was like, no, like, wait on me. And he's like, no. And he was like, I'm just gonna go outside, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I was like, dude, if you don't wait on me, I'm gonna go into this bathroom, and I'm gonna sing the whole... And I was like, I'll fucking do it. And he's like, all right, I don't care. And me being a fucking idiot, I was like, well, this is going to embarrass the shit out of him. So I walked into the bathroom. Well, the whole time I was taking a piss, I don't remember what song I was singing, but I was just singing, like, at the top of my lungs, fucking screaming some song, washed my hands, come out of the bathroom, and the two, like supervisors that were there watching all the kids were just standing right there outside the door, and they were looking at me as soon as I walked out. And I was like,
That guy in there won't shut up. Ran away.
Like, I felt so fucking embarrassed, and I ran outside, and I was like, Bert, why the fuck didn't you stay? And he was like, because I told you I was leaving. And I was like, no. That was me being a retard. Pretty embarrassing.
Dylan, you gotta have a story, dude.
I think you did my job for me.
No.
Now
I don't know.
you're double
Like,
time.
I don't know anything off the top of my head.
Come on.
I don't know!
Pushing you in a corner.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
If you've got one good story, we don't have to move on.
Dude.
Here we go. Do it again for me. That way you can ask me a third time.
Oh, no, I'll let you tell the story. It's when Christy walked in your room.
Oh. That's a good one. That's probably my most embarrassing moment.
So what happened?
Well,
You got to be very descriptive. Like, what website were you on?
there I was.
What the
The
link
middle of the day.
was?
It was probably 5:30 p.m. on a weekday.
Not the middle of the day, but okay.
Scrolling through Pornhub, doing my thing. Find a nice video and I click on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is it.
Video title, please.
Earthquake Booty 7.
Damn.
Oscar would be so. I mean,
The Booty
fuck.
Bites Back. Anyway, yeah, I'm just doing my thing. The fucking lock on my door is broke because my fucking stepbrother is an idiot and he fucking broke the lock on it at some point because we wouldn't let him in the room. And so my stepmother, just without like knocking or anything, just opens the door and she's like, "What you want for sup?" Like in the middle of me massaging myself.
no, you were choking the chicken. Shaking hands with Ben Franklin.
And so she shut the door really fast and walked back in there to the living room, and I could hear my dad just go, "It's his, he can play with it if he wants to." And I was just like, that was about it. But it was super, like, I was like,
My life is
killed my whole vibe, really. I couldn't finish.
Oh, that was gonna be my question.
No.
Couldn't even finish.
You didn't even.
No.
You didn't even blow your wad into your trash can.
Look, you fucking savage Neanderthals. If you want to clean up your own spunk, you can do what you want. But I'm not having it.
Oh man, you're one step ahead of everybody, Dylan.
I know. I'm living in 2030. I am that meme.
I'm gonna fucking make a thread on B and ask how well my brother's doing with his life. Here's the only criteria: he jerks off into the trash can.
Just fucking blast his ass.
I hate it here. Roll that
man.
die.
No, actually, that should be it. What
does it land on?
That's a whole hour.
7 it is.
Actually, it's 4, which would be the last thing you bought at McDonald's.
Oh man.
Probably. Oh, I know. I got a breakfast burrito combo.
Okay.
Mine was a McRib, I think.
What was the topic? Sorry.
Last thing you bought at McDonald's. Oh wait, no, we went there for Total Community Day. Sorry, I mean Upadal.
Yeah, don't dox him.
Upadile.
I think I just got a large fry.
Last thing that I bought at McDonald's probably be
What I learned at boating school is
it what I specifically bought? Is that how we're doing this?
last thing you bought at McDonald's? Question mark.
Probably that triple breakfast sandwich thing.
Oh yeah.
Those things are fucking awesome.
The triple stacker.
I think that's it.
That's our.
Sorry, that's the wrong thread.
Tune in next week for
All right, Dylan. That should do us.
Thanks for watching the last episode of this podcast. Hopefully we'll see you again in a soon to be announced project, hopefully involving all of us. Thanks for watching or listening, because it's a podcast. Anyway, thanks to our sponsors once again for helping us out and giving us all this free money. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Craig, get the fuck out of here.
Hang on, I gotta talk to come in.
Craig!
I wasn't ready.